What's up, everyone? We're back with the Players Lounge Roundup on Rocky Top. I'm Jake Merklinger.
I'm Gaston Moore. We are coming to you today from the Mark Knoxville, UT's newest off-campus student community. We want to give them a special shout out for hosting us tonight right here in their leasing office located on Cumberland Avenue.
Offering fully furnished studios through 5-bedroom homes starting at just $9.99 a month. Elevated amenities for an ideal work-life balance and convenient location just minutes from the University of Tennessee. The Mark is bringing the student living you love with the upgrades you deserve. If you're in need of housing for fall 2025, make sure to check out the Mark. Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're excited to be back with you guys after a big win over UTEP. Any Thanksgiving plans, Gaston?
Yeah, most of the quarterback room's going over to Coach Halsey's house, I think.
Okay.
My family's in South Carolina, far away, so I won't be able to make it home.
Yeah.
But their family always gives us a warm welcome, so it's pretty fun. Eat a lot of food and study film on Vanderbilt. What's your plans?
Yeah, like you said, our family's pretty far away, but my parents and my brother are actually going to come up here, so I'm going to get to spend kind of the afternoon with them, go to dinner somewhere, and just kind of be around family. It's weird. This is my first Thanksgiving not being home.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah.
I haven't been home in like 4 years probably.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and a couple years for Christmas, but it's all worth it.
It is.
At least you'll be with your family, you know?
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're in the middle. We're going towards the back half of our season while Thanksgiving's going on. I think that's cool, too, for a lot of football fans out there. They get to sit at Thanksgiving dinner and watch football.
As you, growing up watching college football, it's all really fun watching football over Thanksgiving because it's rivalry week.
Yeah. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is. What do you think about it? Are you excited to play Vanderbilt?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Rivalry week's really cool. Dude, it's a tongue twister, I'm telling you.
Rivalry week. You guys know what we're saying.
Yeah. Y'all get it. But no, I'm excited to play Vanderbilt. Should be a good game, and we're going there. Not a bad drive at all. What, 2.5?
Yeah.
You went there 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. It was raining when we went there 2 years ago, but
hopefully it's not raining this week.
Yeah.
I think the weather should be pretty nice. Might be a little cold, but if the sun's out, then it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday. I don't know, for the fans who were there, they may understand it, but the fans who weren't, our home bench is in the shade because the sun's on that side. The sun, by that time, it was down on the other side of Neyland, right?
Yeah.
So it got pretty chilly when the sun wasn't up and it was 40 degrees.
Yeah. All right, what do you think about Rivalry Week all around the country?
I'm excited for it. I think it'll be cool, too, because you'll have a lot of games who are already super competitive because they're rivals, and now they mean something towards the playoff picture.
Yeah. We still have a week left of, the regular season. This is the last game for everyone, and
right.
A lot of things can shake out for the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that are 10-2, or there's only a couple teams that only have one loss.
Yeah.
But, growing up watching Alabama, Auburn, no matter what those two schools' records were, that game is always going to be, close.
Yeah,
I think with the playoffs and stuff going now, all these programs have a lot more at stake. So I think there's going to be a lot of good football this weekend.
Yeah, what shakes it up too is, like you said, no matter what a team's record is, it being a rivalry, anything can happen.
Yeah.
So you have teams who are going into this game and they're whether or not they make the playoffs is on the line, and what to the fans, what they think might be, for some teams, might be a rollover. Oh, it's our rivalry, it's our rival, but they're not as good this year. Anything can happen when you're playing in a rivalry game.
Anything can happen.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? If the whole spread's out, what if you could have one thing? What would it be?
Ham. Mac and cheese.
All right, here we go.
I'm not a very picky eater. You're talking.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying I am a picky eater.
If the normal Thanksgiving, whatever you picture is probably my main meal. Now, What's interesting is going to be your favorite meal.
Dude, I remember when I was growing up, my whole family would get together, cousins, grandparents. And I think I would eat cereal on Thanksgiving because I didn't like anything that was out.
How? Dude, my grandparents would kill me if I did that.
No, I know. My grandma's the best. She would she would make me something. She's super sweet.
So you wouldn't eat a Thanksgiving meal?
No, dude. I'd eat the cornbread. I really like cornbread or biscuits.
Just so you guys know, when we go golf in the summer and stuff, we'll go to the clubhouse after after 9 holes, and we get our sandwiches and stuff. And Jake will go up to the place and he'll be like, "Can I get a BLT without lettuce and tomato?"
Yeah.
And like all the workers are like pouring their drinks, taking orders, and they're like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah, I know.
So now they know him for that. So every time we go golfing, people are always like, "Oh, you're the kid that wanted bread and bacon."
Yeah. No, I know. But this year I'm gonna eat Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you
Ever since I've gotten here and like you start with football and everything, I've had to start like putting in my body like what actually helps me. So
you got to start at least trying new foods. I mean, when I was a little kid, I was really picky. But that's like little kid stuff.
I've evolved.
You're getting older
sure.
now, so
I'll probably have some turkey, some mac and cheese, some cornbread.
Yeah.
Maybe some fruit. I don't know.
Growing up, where'd you go for Thanksgiving all the time? Was it like different spots? Did you go to grandparents? Or?
Yeah, we go to my grandparents every year. They'd have it'd be me, my 3 family members, and then my mom's brother and his 3 family members. And we go over to my grandparents' house and eat and kind of just be around each other. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
What about you?
We would always go to my grandparents' house in Athens. My mom's parents lived outside of Athens, Bishop, Georgia, and she's got a big old family. So, I mean, there'd be 20 or 30 of us there.
Nice.
Little cousins, big cousins, playing around and stuff. I miss those times.
Yeah.
Life starts moving faster and faster.
That'll be the weirdest thing for me is just having a Thanksgiving with them not around, but,
Yeah, when I was at UCF, the first time we had Thanksgiving, we were playing USF, and it was on the road. So the team went to South Florida, and I didn't travel my freshman year. So, like, I was at UCF's campus by myself, and it was on Thursday. It was on Thanksgiving, I think, or maybe not.
No, that sounds right. They might have played on a Thursday.
Well, they might have played on a Friday. But anyways, that's when it hit me. I was like, welcome to college football.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not kidding. If you could have anybody at your Thanksgiving dinner, like almost that question everybody asks, like if you could have a dinner with anybody, who would it be? Who would you have at your Thanksgiving dinner table? Just like talk, maybe somebody make you laugh.
Like with all my family and stuff?
No, just like you.
Well, that's a different question. Like if I were to sit down and have dinner by myself with someone.
Yeah, who would it be?
If I were to have anyone like for me to go sit down and eat with, it'd probably be Tom Brady, just because I've listened to him talk all the time, and I know people would think it's ironic just because he's one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Yeah.
But I'd just be more interested on how he dealt with all the negative stuff that went on like in his college career. He talked a little bit about like all these new recruits coming in trying to beat him out and stuff, and the coaches doing everything they could to keep him off the field, but every little rep he got, he had to like make the most of it. And I would think it'd be pretty cool just to sit down and talk to him about stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that would be.
What about you?
Mine would probably be, I'm going to take a little bit of a different route because you went with the serious route. So somebody who I could like sit down and just like be super entertained by and like hear funny stories. I don't know. I kind of want to sit down with like Johnny Manziel. That'd be really cool to like kind of hear. Dude, because aside from the pack.
That'd be someone I'd have at my Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Johnny Manziel, like John Daly.
Oh, that'd be sick.
But like for me to go sit down and like, I don't know.
To learn. I think the cool part, like aside from, because everybody think, oh, he wants to sit down and talk about how Johnny Manziel party and all that, but it'd also be cool to just like see how he was so successful doing from like what he kind of said and what they portrayed so little. Like when they're like, he watched zero film when he got to the NFL or,
yeah, dude.
Like how you can be, because that's unheard. I couldn't imagine going into a game or something like that without watching film.
Dude, it's like,
I would love to hear like how he was so successful with that.
Yeah, I mean, I like listening to him. He gets on all type of podcasts now and talks about what he did in college and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's like, yeah, practice is really important, like really important. But when it came game time, like that dude flipped a switch and
nobody could tell him anything.
And no one could tell him anything. I think it's a huge mental thing, like playing at this level, like in the game. Yeah, like everyone can make a throw, everyone can do this and that, but like when stuff doesn't go your way, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And like I think he flipped a switch and like figured out some stuff, took some huge risks, and got some high rewards.
Yeah, no, you're not kidding. All right. Speaking of the Vandy game, you got any thoughts on them, like their team, scheme-wise? What do you think?
They're a good football team.
I think so, too.
They're just like we say every week, these SEC schools, like you can't just go in there thinking you're going to run all over them.
No.
I mean, you watch who they've played. They've been in a one-possession game every game of the season, with the best team in the country. So
yeah. Lost to a really good Alabama team.
Yeah.
Beat a really good Alabama team.
Lost to Texas.
Lost to a really good Texas team by 3 points. That game came down the end of the wire. I think they're something cool something that makes them really good is the way they control the ball. Like, I think if you look at time of possession and stuff like that, they're holding the teams they play to such limited possessions that it makes it tough on an offense when you have such limited possessions, because the way they play offense is they're controlling time of possession.
Yeah, I agree. They got a really good defense. They got a really good offense. Their quarterback's good. He makes a lot of plays. When stuff breaks down, he figures out how to stay on the field, which is why they've been successful, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But, like every week, if we just control what we can do, and I think we have enough talent around us and all the good coaches we have, no matter who we're playing, as long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, I think we'll go out and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. All right. What's now that the season, kind of the regular season's coming to an end, what's your favorite memory that we've made that you can say on the podcast? Because we've got some funny memories that we'll probably keep to ourselves, but what's one
favorite memory we've made?
Yeah. Or it can be us as a quarterback room. It can be as a team, something we've done that you really like. But
one of my favorite memories was after our first game. It was dove season, and Navy Schuler brought us out to his farm, and we went dove hunting. And it was Jake's first time dove hunting. It was me, Patrick Wilk, and Navy. Patrick's a running back. But he's got a nice little farm, and he's got a dove field there, and he invited us to come out there. And me and Jake were sitting together, and Navy and Patrick were together, and Jake was treating it like a football game. The first dove came in, and he shot it. First shot, he killed it, which is pretty impressive. And he got up and started going crazy, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I think we went through 3 bags of sunflower seeds to do that. The problem was we got out there too early. So we sat for 2 hours before the sun was going down when they started flying. Yeah. And dude, we were just out there chopping it up for 2 hours.
But explain to them, people that don't hunt, they think it's funny to go hunt doves or whatever, or little birds, so to say. But when you're sitting there and nothing happens, and then dude, you were telling me how your adrenaline just totally changed.
Dude, it was like throwing a 50-yard bomb in Neyland Stadium. It was just when the first dove flies over, your adrenaline's going, you're ready, and then you kill it, and it seriously was one of the best feelings in the world. Yeah. I was you're
Dude,
making fun of me because I was going crazy, but that was just, I don't know, there was a lot of emotions. It was really, really cool.
With your first football season coming to an end, the regular season before we get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
How did it go? How was your first football semester?
It was cool. It was fun. Getting to manage the season and schoolwork and all that jazz. But no, I had a good time. We won some really big games, which was cool. Been going through some freshman up and downs, but it is what it is.
What do you mean freshman up and down?
Just being a freshman ain't easy.
It's not easy being a freshman. But you learn, live and learn, so you'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's the season been for you? This is your first time really being the backup. You've gotten in some really meaningful games. What's that been like? It's really cool too, to see you've been in it so long, and your time has come. Your hard work's been paying off, which is really cool to see. So talk about that.
Yes, it's felt cool to when something goes wrong and you got to step in and make sure that the team keeps going the direction they go. It feels cool to be that guy, to have everyone know that you have their back, and the coaches know you got their back. And just keep working, because you never know when your opportunity is going to come.
No doubt. All right, so how was getting it against UTEP, playing those guys? The most recent time you played was Mississippi State. How did it feel to get back out there? What was it like?
Against UTEP or Mississippi State?
UTEP, sorry.
UTEP, it was good. I only got one drive at the end. We started off a little slow on offense, which happens.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was fun. I got hit pretty hard one time.
I saw that. Yikes.
Yeah.
Felt good though, right?
Not really.
No.
It felt good to say I got hit, I guess, but it didn't feel good. Nah.
He got thrown out, didn't he?
No idea. I was looking at stars for like 5 minutes. I have no idea what happened.
No, I think
Dude, all I know is I remember throwing it and like I ended up like upside down with grass all on my helmet. So,
No, I think they threw him out for targeting. It was
I don't know. It's all good though. No, it was fun. It was fun playing against Mississippi State too.
Yeah.
It's like going to war out there with your boys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? How?
Well, it's been a minute. You know, I didn't play against UTEP. Last one, Kent State, right? So that was the last time I played. Yeah, I played against Kent State. Got a couple of good drives. That was exciting.
You've scored every drive that you've played in?
We've scored, not touchdowns though.
Yeah,
I think we had a field goal on a couple of them.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bring it down the field, like you said. Stay
Stay
in front of the
field,
chains.
bro.
Yeah, stay on the field. I know it's hard not to talk about the college football playoff because, you know, we still got one more game to play against a really good team, but kind of how cool would it be? Like, what are your thoughts on maybe hosting a playoff game in Neyland?
Dude, that would be sweet.
That place would be rocking.
Bro, if we got to host a playoff game in Neyland, I think like there would be no question about it. It would be the craziest environment ever in Neyland.
Oh, yeah, by far.
I don't know how that's supposed to shake out.
I don't either. It's all
I think it's like the top 7 seeds get a home game.
something
It
like
doesn't make sense though.
But the top 4
There's only,
is get a bye, and then they're playing at an actual bowl site. It's, I mean, Coach Hype always says, like, don't.
that's why we don't know because we don't worry about it.
People just think he's not bluffing, but like kind of telling people what they want to hear when he says, "Oh, we're not looking at the college football. We're taking it one day at a time, one game at a time." Because I could sit here and tell you I literally have no idea how it works.
Yeah,
It's super complicated. This team could do this, and this team could do that, and then they can lose, and then they can lose, and then they can win, and projections are just so not reality, be honest.
Yeah, it's better to just focus on yourself and figure out what happens later.
Yeah. And that's going to be a wrap on this week's episode of the Roundup on Rocky Top. Once again, thank you to the Mark for hosting us. Make sure you guys check him out if you need housing for fall 2025.
Thank you guys. Hopefully we see you guys soon.
Good balls.